Hello there, people out there in the real world, and welcome back to another Crimecast and another lovely piece of show of me talking about whatever, whenever you feel my heart. I don't know why I started singing, but it's just the way it should be. Yeah, so I don't really know what to talk about today, so I'm just gonna wing it and we will see where it will lead because, yeah, this week is interesting for me. I don't know why, but it probably is. No, but in a couple of days I'm going to Halmstad and we're gonna bet on the ponies. No, but it's a tradition with that I always do every year. Me, my dad, and uh, his former work friend, who is also name is Jan, and also his friend is who I don't think we have met is also coming along. So we're gonna be only 4 people this year. We usually. Last year, I think we were 5 people last year. I think. Yeah, so it's only one missing because uh, one of Johan is in Australia at the moment. That dude is have so much. He he bought a farm thing where he can have horses and stuff. He uh, he got a horse who raced in Denmark, and it almost won like a big race. And my dad has a share in one horse. I didn't even remember what it's called, but it's a goodish horse. Also, I am part in. It's they have statewide. You can uh, uh, where you bet for on the horses and stuff. They arrange where you can buy. It's only like 2-year-old horses. They're very young horses, so you can buy shares in them, and then at the end of the year, you will every one of them will be sold to different owners, and so maybe I will earn some money at the end of this year, depending on my if my horse does well or not. He it's it's not gallop. It's the I don't know what it's called in English. I have to look it up until next time. It's you they have like sit on a wheel behind the horse. It's kind of like the chariots of the Roman days, but they sit like on. Yeah, it's hard to explain. It's hard for. I don't know if you have it in America. You probably do because there are a lot of horses that come from America to Sweden to compete. So probably have, but I don't. It's hard. I don't ever always know the English words for everything. So that's what I'm doing this first day. So probably I'm just gonna wait until Friday for the next podcast this week, or I will record it tomorrow. It depends on whether or not I feel like recording one tomorrow. So played some Marvel Heroes with Smart Guy, Anthony, and Slinky yesterday. It was fun. Good waste of time. Waste of. It was good waste of time. good time consuming. We would say we just talked about everything, mostly comics, where I am usually clueless for the most part, because yeah, even it never get big here so much in Sweden. Plus, I'm always been more into creating my own stuff. I mean, I always created. I have created a whole universe for myself, and kind of like superheroes, and I've tried to make them as real as possible, as you can do for something like this. So hopefully one day I will get it done and people can enjoy it, and also enjoy my universe, because that's how I roll. I always just made my own heroes, because the heroes that existed didn't really feel like I could take them home to myself. Like, oh, I really like that one or that one, or could really follow. I would really enjoy watching like Spider-Man. We would say that, and but yeah, I never took any of this to heart. I used to watch the comics on TV shows, the X-Men series, the Spider-Man, Batman. I tried to watch it for the most part, but I don't know. I never really took it to myself. I mean, some other stuff I found more interesting. Pokemon is one of those things that I found more interesting. Also watched Digimon. Oh my god. It feels so long ago. And the funny thing about some stuff like Pokemon and that sort of stuff, I started to get like, people are like, oh, you're getting too old for liking these things. But that's a big part of my life. I usually hid the fact that I used to game much, because most of the people, my friends and all, they wasn't really that big into games and stuff. So, and also I know many people like to party very much and stuff, especially my friends. So, but I've never been that into partying. When parties happen, I enjoy. I'm having a blast, but for me, it has never really been that worth it to me. And so I don't really know. I It's interesting, my life so far. I haven't done much with it. I wish I could have become a professional soccer player, but I had too much problems, we can say. I had a problem. The way I wanted to play, I was really too short to play that style. Because I'm not tall now, but I was so much shorter beforehand. I mean, it wasn't until the last year of the ninth grade, and after that I'm starting to grow. Before that I was like 135 centimeters or something. I was no I was like 140 centimeters. I was short as hell. Funny thing is, I had math with a guy who was almost 2 2 meters tall. I mean, it was hilarious standing next to him. Oh my god, you feel so short. And being that short and looking so young, it's always bugged me in life. Because I've always been a more mature person, enjoy mature things. Apart from gaming, who some people say it's not mature, but yeah, it's something I enjoy to do, so I don't fucking care what people think about that. And yeah, so I completely lost my train of thought there. So gaming, yeah. Cube World was released today, but they have taken down. At this moment, when I'm recording this, they have taken down the shop thing. So I'm so waiting to see it released, because that will be the thing I'm doing all day when it's done. Well, I will probably watch some TV shows as well, because I realized the new Skins episode aired last night, and I can't wait to see it, because it will have like, if you didn't know, it's like from it's an English TV series that's basically about young kids partying, and they do it in a really, really good way. I think the writers in that have done an amazing job. Well, maybe season 5 was crap, and they kind of saved it a little bit in season 6, but it was okay. So now it will be about 3 characters that was in who was in 2 of them is about 2 of characters that was in season 3 and season 4, and 1 that was in the first season 1 and season 2. It's one of them. It's the girl who plays Gilly in Game of Thrones. So there you go. That's I'm gonna watch. Also, I haven't watched the latest anime, Gargantia. That I need to watch as well. You see, I for a person who don't have a job at the moment and trying desperately to find one, I have always been good at keeping myself occupied with stuff. Also, YouTube helps as well. There's so many things you can watch there. So yeah, I was going to do an intro to the show today, but I'm still having problems with the idea of how to execute it. I've tried today and a little bit, but I know how it will end, but I just need to think a little bit more about how I want to do the beginning and all the rest of the things in it and stuff. So yeah, what more can I talk about today? I feel like I should, well, should I talk about my trip to Austria? I feel like I should do that then on the next. Well, fuck it. We talk about GameCon, because I feel like, well, I could have tried to reach out to Jack and Andrew, see if I could get them on my podcast. I'm gonna do that anyway on one podcast. Anyway, I will start talking about it, because I want to go through it, everything. I haven't got any pictures because I couldn't find my what's this called, battery charger for the battery for the camera, and it was completely drained, the battery. So unfortunately, I got my video camera with me. I will maybe upload it someday. Maybe. It's the footage is not great. I can say that. So yeah. So firstly, on the Friday, I realized uh, on the same week as I was traveling that they had actually lots of stuff happening on the Friday, openings and all that sort of stuff. But I just went and had so my trip. So I would arrive around 8-9 into Nottingham, or Nottingham. Hard to say for me. Um, um, so I missed some the openings and that kind of stuff, but apparently, from what I could tell, it was all much waiting and nothing really happened. So I'm went out pretty well for me. So I traveled. My plane ride went around 11 a.m. I think. No, what 1 p.m. I think. Well, yeah, 1 p.m. around that time, and and I arrived 2 p.m. UK time, because you scroll back 1 hour when you get to the UK. So a 2 hour flight ends up only taking an hour because of that. So I arrived at Heathrow Airport. I think it was Heathrow. I can't remember which airport I got to first, because one of the I did Heathrow Airport home. No, to England, and then I think I used another airport going home. I can't remember what the other airport is called, but yeah. So I arrived 2 p.m. as I said, and my train to Nottingham went like 5 p.m. if I remember correctly. Yes, and then it took around 2 hours, so I was there around 7 something. Who cares? I did a dumb thing when I got um, to London. That well, I looked on the map when I was home, and like, well, it doesn't look that far. I probably just can walk to the train station. Dumbest idea ever. It took me like I was walking completely the right way, and I was on the right track. Only thing is, it took forever. So last part of it, I just went bought a subway ticket, and I got there. If I just walked a little bit more, I probably just get there in time. But I was so fed up at that point that I was like, fuck it. I usually, that's the problem with me. I want to walk everywhere. I want to be as don't spend any money as much as I can. That's who I am when it comes to that. Because I want to use the money for other stuff, or just hardly use any money at all. So yeah, and I ate an English pasty at the train station. For me, I didn't really like it, because I think having potatoes in, so it was like potatoes and some kind of sauce thing, and also I had with I think I bacon and cheese. I think I added into my I can't even remember it. it potatoes didn't really fit it for me, so I probably never eat English pasty again. But well, it doesn't really matter, does it? I, the Englishman isn't known for their their cuisine, so to speak. So and then I arrived around between 7 and 8, and I went up to and got my badge at their office and stuff, and I got this cupcake thing. Apparently people had smeared them all over the elevator. That was nice. So, and then I went up to my room and or went back to my room, and I was like, oh my god, should I just stay in room, maybe try to watch some TV? It's just bad TV in general. And but I decided, well, I want to check out the convention, what they have so far, because they had opened the party area and that sort of stuff. And so I decided when I got down there, I will get a drink. So I decided to get drinking just a beer. So I stood at the bar, and then next to me comes up this guy named Andrew from Newcastle, and he stand next to me, and was like, the bartender asked who's next, and he said, "Oh, you go for me," and so I ordered a Carlsberg, and then I started talking to this Andrew guy, and well, almost say the rest is history, because and I got the biggest fucking beer ever. It's like 1 liter, for fuck's sake. It's fucking huge. I almost felt like I needed a picture for that. It's just ginormous, that thing. Directly when I got it, I'm like, fuck, I have to drink all of this, because I'm like, I said a Carlsberg, I'm just thinking like a beer and like in a normal glass and whatever, not something that's not that big. But no, I got the huge one, and then Andrew next to me got his Jack and Coke, as he always drinking, and I got introduced to him, and then he introduced me to his friend Jack, and then the rest we start, and we just went out to the dance floor and partying, and dancing like crazy. Because that's what I it's I wonder if people remember me if talked about some dude partying like crazy at GamerCon, because when I party I can't just dance like standing still on a spot and just dance. I go full out. Full on dance mode. And well, I partied for many hours that evening before just going back to bed and just sleeping. I went to bed like 12, something like that. I was so close at throwing up that evening because of that beer. It's not because of the alcohol. That's usually not the things why I throw up. It's because my body doesn't really need that much liquid, like water and stuff. Drink all the stuff. So if I drink something that fucking huge, it's my body is gonna be like, fuck no, we don't want this in our body. But manage not to do it, to throw up, because it's, well, I'm kind of used to it in my life, but it's still a pain in the ass. So yeah, so that happened, and I woke up around 9, 10ish, and I met up with Andrew and Jack, and we just went and often saw a lot of. Well, in the beginning, it was kind of we didn't find really any good panels at the in the beginning, so until TD the games then had their kind of panels and that stuff. That was hilarious. I mean, I mostly went to the convention because of YouTubers such as Jesse Cox and also Dodger, because I wanted to meet these people, and yeah, and I know it would be a blast. And I didn't know it would be that fun, because my previous experience was just Minecon before that, and that was a disappointment, really disappointment for me. But I did a great decision of just going to the convention alone, and I met so many great people, and Andrew and Jack, I can't wait to meet them again next year. It's not until August next year. He moved it into the summer, so, and we'll have it on a bigger venue. So hopefully it's 1 year away. Hopefully I can get big enough. Maybe people will know me by then. I will have 10k subs and everyone will know my name, but you can dream. Allowed to dream. So yeah, so I tried to remember everything that's happened. That's why I should really get Jack and Andrew on again, because it helped me remember everything that's happened. Because it was blast. So fucking blast. So we met Ben and a guy we called Samwise, or no, Andrew decided to call him Samwise because he reckoned he looked like Samwise from Lord of the Rings, even though he didn't really look like Samwise. But that's Andrew for you. I mean, we were blessed hanging out with Andrew just because he ended up talking with so many people and introduced us to so many new people, and fun just talking. And I went all crazy mode on that convention. The amount of stuff I thought up and weird things I said. Because I was drinking all the time, I can't remember the most of the things, but it's me dancing on Saturday evening when they had the rave thing, and Andrew, I went up to the podium thing and started dancing. It wasn't many people dancing on the Saturday, and said like, oh, and then everyone's dancing. Some had already took off their shirts, and then Andrew decided, come on, and just pulled off my shirt and said, now you will compete dancing against this guy. I don't know what the fuck we are competing for, but I lasted the longest, along with another girl who also danced about as long as me upon that stage. When she went down, I was like, fuck it, I'm going down as well. My legs were so fucking tired after that convention. It was like, and I also got the con flu, so to speak. I got sick a couple days afterwards, because you meet so many new people, and yeah. Also, meeting Jesse Cox was hilarious, talking to him, because I got him to sign a birthday signature for my sister, and afterwards he wrote it down. He was like, well, you have to protect your sister afterwards. When she will get a boyfriend, you will have to protect her. If any boyfriend is mean to her, just throat kick him. uh, if you know Jesse Cox, you know how funny that comment would be in his voice and his tone. And oh man, he must be so tired after that coincidence. So many people went up to him and talked to him, and he didn't stop at all. And well, Dodger, she stayed a lot in her room, and sometimes when she had her panels and that sort of stuff, she went down and talked to people, but maybe it got too much for her. I don't know, but it's not like Jesse who just walked around everywhere doing everything. So yeah, it's one of the best highlights for me personally was they had the charity auction with a bunch of stuff, and he and this stand-up comedian named Molly, I think his name is, and they had such a great teamwork on stage and everything, and you could buy a place at the dinner with Jesse Cox and Dodger and every one of them, and some dude went up like I think like it went for like £300. I try to remember. It's like so much money. It's like $500 or something like that, and the dude who went for it, he was like so loaded. That dude, he was wearing like suitish style, only like the jacket and that sort of stuff, and he paid it in cash almost. Like fuck, he has so much money, that guy. I'm like, what the fuck, is he part of a mafia or something? Well, so I want to get. I should have done a podcast of it. I talked about it on the show, but I didn't really talk about it when it was fresh in my mind. This was in April, and that's now July, so it's hard to remember all the stuff that's happened. And I invented the Swedish handshake. It was like you because you're like from the beginning was like you spit on your hands and do like a handshake like that from both sides, and I was like, and it was like, yeah, and you spit on your hands and I was like, and then you grab them by the balls. Andrew's expression was, grab them by the balls. Is that like some kind of Swedish custom thing to do? Grab them by the balls. Oh my god. That should be a guy that I frequently have a podcast with. Fuck. We had such amazing teamwork. This podcast just reminds me that I should try and get hold of him. Well, so after that I went back to on Monday. I went back to Sweden. I went to London, and I had more time to kill, if I remember correctly. So I went and saw the sights. Big Ben. What the hell is that church called? Oh my god. Oh boy, I feel bad. I saw most of the things, or the famous things. The Abbey, or I don't remember the first what it's called, and all the towers and that goes things. I am because they're all close by to each other, and it was close to train station I was going to take back to the airport. So it was fun. It was. I didn't went into the place to the abbey or anything like that. Just stood outside it and um, watched the sights. And then I went home to Sweden, and rest of it is history. And here we are today. Of me doing a podcast. This was one broken ass podcast, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. I was going to do some crazy ass topics, things, and that sort of stuff, but I've just wait until Friday to do that because I forgot to look up fun things to talk about. So, anyways, thanks guys for listening, and I love you all. I love you with all my heart. So, see you guys probably on Friday.